Hi everybody, my name is Reva and this is a hot hybrid practice. It's a combination of Vinyasa and Hatha Yoga. So we'll be doing some flowing with the breath and some holding postures still for time. We start with a breathing exercise in this series. Today we'll be starting lying on our backs. So go ahead and find yourself on your backside. You have a couple options with your legs. You can keep your feet on the mat as if you're setting up for bridge pose. You could bring your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, and if you'd like, you can put some pillows or blocks underneath your knees there. You could also walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat and just let your knees knock in. It's kind of supportive there. You could also let your legs stretch out long for Shavasana. So just take a couple moments to find yourself in a comfortable position. And then we'll start practice with the full yogic breath. So bring one of your hands to your belly and one of your hands to your chest. So the full yogic breath, kind of imagine that you're creating a wave-like motion with your breath. So as you inhale, first you're filling up your belly. And then you inhale up into your chest. And then up into your clavicles, the tops of your shoulders. Then as you exhale, you reverse that motion. So you're exhaling first from the top of your shoulders and then down through your chest. And then as you exhale, your belly will fall and relax down. So find your exhale. So just empty out completely. And then start to pull the breath in. So inhaling through your nose, fill up your belly. So your hand is on your belly. Allow everything to stretch and lift. Then you'll notice the breath going up into the chest. And then filling up all the way to the top of your collarbones. Hold your breath. And then exhaling in reverse. So from the top of your chest, exhaling, feeling everything sinking down, melting down. And then feeling the compression through your abdomen. We'll take a few more rounds here. So using this as a way to enter into your practice. So go at your own speed. So inhaling first into the belly, let your hand kind of rise. And then you're feeling the breath go up into your chest. So your other hand lifts. And you're just feeling all of the stretch, all of the tissues stretch on the inside of your body, just stretching out to maximum capacity. Once you're full of air, just hold it for a moment so that you can feel the sensation of full. And as you exhale, bringing the breath out in reverse. So top of your shoulders and then continuing the breath down. And just stay here for a few rounds. Go on your own. I'm just really feeling the breath as it moves into your body. So we use a breathing exercise as a way to transition from your day to your yoga practice. And this is a set sequence that we do at the Sweatbox, but I will be adding a couple of modifications. So just keep your ears peeled. And take another full round, full yogic breath on your own. Take your time. And then when you finish with your breath, just slowly gathering your knees into your chest. You can take a couple of rocks side to side. And then choice is yours. We're going to come up to standing. So either rolling over to one side or you can rock and roll up your spine. And then we'll find ourselves in a forward fold. So just bringing your feet to the ground and allowing your torso to drape down. You can allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. Head gets nice and heavy here. And tuck your chin to your chest and inhale to slowly round yourself up to standing. Easy does it. So I'm going to face you for the first round. We're going to practice our sun salutations. You can face the top of your mat or wherever feels most comfortable for you. Cut that out. So I'm going to face this way so you can see me. You can turn to face the top of your mat or wherever feels most comfortable for you. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, mountain pose. So you can press your palms together and gaze up at the ceiling, or option to keep your arms shoulder width and looking forward as well. So a couple of variations there. Just choose the one that you feel strong and stable in. You want to press your feet really firmly into the ground. Push your heels down and feel your kneecaps lift. Energizing your legs and then pulling the energy up into your torso. Lift your chest. Your arms are engaged, so whether your palms are together or separate, see if you can take the bend out of your elbows. Really lengthen through your fingertips and then shrug your shoulders down at the same time. Take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale, gentle back bend. So open up your arms, push your stomach, your hips, your thighs forward, lift your chest and arch your body back. So you don't have to go back super far. Make sure you're breathing here. Weight is in your heels. Push your hips forward and allow your body to arch back, just slowly, gently. Inhale, reaching back up to mountain. Stretch up through your fingers. And exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground. Ride your breath, fingertips to the floor. Inhale for halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins. Lengthen the top of your head forward. Look down at your mat or the floor to bring a little more length to the back of your neck. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, crouch and curl. Tense your fingertips, round your spine, and bring your forehead towards your knees. So you might notice a little bit of wobbling here. You're using, you're opening up your feet and using your stabilizing muscles. You can keep your fingers on the ground. If you want to play with your balance a little bit more, you can wrap your arms around your shins. Maybe try to grab for opposite elbows. So that's our sun salutation for practice. We'll flow that with the breath. Inhale for mountain pose. Reach your arms up over your head, lengthen. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open up your arms. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. And exhale, fold. Hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, crouch and curl, round your spine. So we're just keeping it going with the breath. Inhale for mountain, stretch up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. We'll do one more round. Inhale for mountain, reach up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl, round your spine. So we're adding on here. Inhale for mountain, reach up. This time interlace all 10 fingers, release your index fingers and cross your thumbs. Bring your gaze forward, chin parallel to the ground. So same thing, you want to find your strong, stable legs, plant your feet firmly into the ground, and then reaching up with your fingers, shrug your shoulders back down. So moving through our half moon, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, half moon, warm up to the right. So push your hips to the left as you guide your body over to the right. So just using your exhale breath to come down. Inhale, reach up back to center, lengthen. And as you exhale, half moon to the left. So push your hips to the right as you stretch your upper body over to the left. Just warming up here. Inhale, straighten back to center, lengthen. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open up your arms, peel your chest open. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold. Hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, crouch and curl, round your spine. So full half moon series here. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Find your steeple grip, interlace all 10 fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. So you want to keep the front of your body nice and open. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, gently push your hips to the left as you stretch your upper body over to the right. Make sure both of your feet are sharing your weight. So you might need to push a little bit more into your left foot. On this side, bring your right shoulder forward and your left hip forward. So you're keeping yourself from twisting out of your stretch. And then continuously pushing your hips over to the left. You'll feel a maximum stretch from your fingertips to your toes, all the way down the entire left side of your body. Chin is lifted so that your throat is open. Keep your breath flowing through your nose, nice and slow. Push your hips a little bit more. Stretch your body down one more time. Inhale, reach back up to center. Take a moment in the middle to feel neutral. As you inhale, lengthen, lift your chest. Exhale, half moon to the left. So push your hips to the right as you guide your body over to the left. And just go slow. so that you know that you're at the appropriate depth. On this side, you want to bring your left shoulder forward and your right hip forward, so you're keeping your chest nice and open to the front. If you notice any twisting in your spine, you want to kind of neutralize that. Push your hips more to the right as you reach your arms to the left. Try to take the bend out of your elbows, so maximum length down the entire right side of your body. Push your hips a little bit more to the right. Stretch your upper body to the left. Come down one more time. Inhale, straighten, back up to center. Keep your steeple grip. Just drop your head back and allow your head to roll a couple times across the top of your shoulders. As you reach your arms up, just draw a line on the ceiling towards the back of the room. Move slowly as you come into the backward bend. You want to keep your chest lifted, so you're keeping a lot of space between your vertebrae as you arch back. Push your hips forward, weight is in your heels, lift your chest, come back one more time. Inhale, reach back up to center, keeping your steeple grip, belly button to spine, arms with your ears, hinge forward at your waist, and you can bend your knees if you need to. Fingertips come all the way down to the ground. Now you can bend your knees a little bit here, right and left, shake your head yes and no. And then go ahead and find your toes. So we'll take a little bit different forward fold today. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. Interlace your two-piece fingers around your big toes. Take an inhale breath to lift your chest, so you're pulling your breastbone forward. Look down at your mat, so you're lengthening your spine here. You want to pull the top of your head away from your tailbone. Full breath in. And as you exhale, fold. So just bring your belly towards your thighs. Allow your elbows to come out to the sides. Let your head and your neck go. Make sure you're not using any muscles there. And then a little bend in your knees here is fine. If you need to bend your knees to get your belly on your thighs, I recommend you do that. You want to get some compression through the abdominal area there. And then top of your head is stretching away from your tailbone. So if you have bent knees, see if you can, once you have your belly on your thighs, then you work to straighten your legs. See if you can inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull one more time. Nice. Now tuck your chin to your chest and inhale, slowly rounding up to standing. Easy does it. Take your time. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Hands come together at your chest. Just pause here for a moment, closing your eyes. Just feeling the effects of all of that movement. So you got your breath going, your heart beating. Just noticing what it feels like to move with your breath. Then we'll take awkward series here. So take a 6-inch step to your right. You want your feet to be right underneath your hips. So go ahead and take a peek down. If you want to measure, it's about 2 fists. So feet hip width distance. Stretch your arms forward, palms facing down. So you got to reach your fingers forward a lot. Get a lot of length through the top of your head. Take a full breath in. Then as you exhale, take a nice big seat back. So you can really stick your booty towards the back of the room. Even bring your belly on top of your thighs to get the depth of your seat. And then as you inhale, kind of peeling your chest up like Cobra. So weight is in your heels. Your seat is heavy. You got to reach forward a lot to balance out the weight of your body. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. See if you can sit down one more time. Keep your arms like they are. Inhale, rise. Come on up, standing nice and tall. Now bring the weight to your tippy toes. So standing high on the tops of your toes. Try to stack your heels on tops of your toes. It's like somebody's pulling you up by the top of your head. You're nice and long here in the spine. Take a big breath in. Keep the length in your spine. Just bend your knees and slowly sit down. So you're sliding down an imaginary wall. Try to keep your head over your shoulders, over your hips. And just sit down as low as feels like you can hold on to for a couple of breaths. So you're strengthening your body. You're focusing your mind. Sit down one more time. Inhale, push through your toes to rise. Keep your arms engaged. Drop your heels. Third and final part. Come up a little bit on your toes. Squeeze your knees together. So you want to feel your inner thighs like super glued, nice and tight. Lift your chest, big breath. And as you exhale, slowly, same thing. So you're lowering down, slowly with control. So squeeze your legs. They act like brakes. So you're trying to get your hips about 2 inches above your heels. Keep reaching forward. Kind of your calm, steady breath, your focused gaze. Squeeze your knees and slowly push through your toes. Come all the way up, rise. Drop your heels, relax your arms, and bring your feet together to touch. You can just allow your arms to rest by your side, palms facing out. Just allow your breath to calm. So you're just kind of feeling the effects of your posture. So notice the sensations that come up. Nice. Now we'll practice some balancing. This is our kind of first flow. We'll do an eagle flow here. So reach your arms up over your head, touch your palms. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Cross, wrap, and twist. So option to grab for opposite shoulders, or you can cross at your forearms and try to grab for your palms. So thumbs are towards you, pinky fingers facing away. You're going to feel a nice big stretch across your shoulders. Take a big breath in to lift your chest. As you exhale, sit down into your chair. So nice and low into your seat. So balancing is super challenging. It's helpful to keep your gaze on one unmoving point, maybe somewhere on the wall or the floor. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your right leg high up and over your left. Cross, wrap, and twist. So you can keep your right toes on the ground here. If you can wrap your foot around your ankle, cool. If not, just point your toes in that direction. Then you want to imagine that you're lining up your joints. So pull your right hip back. You want to get your wrists, your elbows, and your knees all down the center line of your body. Then squeeze everything together nice and tight. Sit down. So keep the arms. Bring yourself into one-legged mountain. So nice and tall. Pause here. Exhale into eagle armed airplane. So bring your right leg back, body down, leg up. Now looking down at your mat, try to pull your right hip down, kick through your heel, body down, leg up. Now unwind your arms for airplane pose. Stretch your arms away from each other, palms facing down. Woo! Keep your focused gaze. And then Tula Dandasana, balancing stick, find steeple grip. Fingers forward, point your toes. So you're trying to stretch your body apart. One more time, stretch and reach. Inhale, come up, mountain. And exhale, relax your arms by your side. Whew, that is tough. So just take a moment, let that go. Allow your breath to kind of calm down, your heartbeat to stabilize. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring your arms up over your head. Left arm underneath your right. Cross, wrap, and twist. Remember, you can grab your shoulders or cross at your wrists. Getting your nice grip here. You want to feel it opening through the shoulder blades. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, sit down. Nice and low in your chair. So you're just adding on layers one by one. Take your time. Next move, left leg comes high up and over. Cross, wrap, and twist. You can use your foot like a kickstand or try to wrap it around. And then try to cinch everything towards the middle. So knees come to the left. You want to pull your left hip back. And then you're stacking your wrists, your elbows, your knees, and your ankles all down the center line of your body. Squeeze everything together. Sit down. Lift your chest. Hold here. All right, keeping the arms. One-legged mountain. Bring your left thigh parallel. Pause. You want to feel stable when you move through the balancing postures. And then as you're ready, body down, leg up. Kick through your heel. Bring your torso parallel to the ground. Left hip down a little bit. Nice. Now open up your arms. Nice and wide. Keep your focus. Palms facing down, so you're really expanding the chest here. And then final expression, if you're taking it, Tula Dandasana. Find your balancing stick. Fingers forward. Point your toes. Body down. Stretch and reach. Inhale, mountain, coming all the way up. And exhale, relax your arms by your side. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, let it go. All right, little more balancing here. Let's find one-legged mountain. Bring your right thigh parallel to the ground. So we'll do a balancing a little bit different today. First, starting with your base. Kick your left heel into the ground, really engaging your thigh. Flex your right toes towards your face. You want to feel really strong through your legs here. So if you would like, you can go rounding down and grabbing for your foot, if that's in your practice. If you want to stay with me, interlace your hands just right below your thigh. So you're not really holding your thigh. Your leg is still engaged here. Flex your toes, get nice and tall in your chest. And then whether you're holding your leg or your foot, find the kick. So extending your heel forward, toes coming back. Just hold on to it here. Keep your left leg engaged. Stay stable. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to your one-legged mountain. So right thigh parallel to the ground, release your leg, allow your arms to rest by your side. Now finding a twist, bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Reach your right arm back. You can keep your right hand on your right knee, or you can reach down for your foot, grab for the outside of your foot, and kick into your hand. So you're trying to stretch your hand and your foot away from each other, looking over your right shoulder. And then slowly in reverse coming out, one-legged mountain, pause. Exhale, let it go. Right leg down, left leg down. Take a couple of breaths. So you're just feeling the effects of your posture. So you do something to your body and then notice the sensation. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So bring the weight to your right leg. Left thigh comes parallel to the ground. So your choice, if you want to round and grab for your foot, go for it. Or you can interlace your hand underneath your thigh. So get nice and tall with your chest. Feel your stable base. You want a strong standing leg. Take a full breath in. As you're ready, kick. Kicking through your heel, flex your toes towards your face. So great strengthening for your abdominal muscles and your legs. You might feel some shaking here. Keep your breath smooth and slow, in and out through your nose. And then slowly coming back. One-legged mountain. Bring your arms up over your head. Take a twist. Right hand to your left knee. Stretch your left arm back. You can stay here, or if you're grabbing for your foot, outside edge of your foot, and then kicking into your hand, looking over your left shoulder as much as you like. Try to keep your strong standing leg. Inhale, slowly come back. One-legged mountain. Exhale, leg down, arms down. Full breath in. And a full breath out. All right, let's do our standing back bend, standing bow pulling pose. So right elbow to your right hip. Drop your palm down. Pick your right foot up from the inside. So make sure your elbow is facing away from you. Your thumb is up. Bring your knees together. And then check out your hips. You want your hips to be even to each other. So pulling your knees towards each other will help that out. Reach your left arm up, palm facing forward. Find your focus, maybe one unmoving point. Take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, kick and reach. So kick into your hand and just go slowly. The slower you go, the better you do. Try to keep your right hip down in line with your left. Keep breathing here. Body down, point your right toes, kick, kick, and kick. Inhale, slowly come up, one-legged mountain, and exhale, relax. Final balance challenge, left arm out, palm facing up. Bend your left knee, pick up your foot from the inside at your ankle. Bring your knees together so you can even out your hips. You can even maybe touch them, make sure they're even. Even hips, make sure your spine is even as well. Reach your right arm up, palm facing forward. Nice big breath in. Feel nice and spacious across your chest. And then as you exhale, kick. So the kick actually drives your body forward. Body down, kick up and kick back. You just want to go slow, stable, calm in your breath. On this side, left hip comes down so that your hips are even. Keep kicking, keep breathing. Kick, kick, kick. Inhale, come up, one-legged. And exhale, relax your arms down. All right, inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open up your chest. So we're just rinsing it out. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Hands come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank pose. Come to the top of a push-up. Shoulders over your wrists. So you want to squeeze everything towards the midline. Skin pulling towards your muscle. Muscle pulling towards your bone. Kicking through your heels. Make sure your legs feel strong. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go high to the sky. And you can battle it out here. Bend your knees right and left.
Shake your head, yes and no. Check out your hands. You want your palms about shoulder width distance, and then spread your fingers nice and wide. Bend your knees a lot and shoot your tailbone up to the sky. So you notice how that action lengthens your spine. If you want to start to bring your heels towards the ground, you can. But if that creates you to round your spine, bend your knees so you can get a little more length in the back side of your body. Take an inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, Ujjayi. Find a constriction in the back of your throat. And exhale, Ujjayi. Breathe through your nose. Building our warrior series next. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. So you want to flex your right toes towards the ground. Try to even out your hip. Check out your shoulders. Make sure your right shoulder is sharing as much weight as your left. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your right foot between your hands. It might take a couple steps to get up there, no problem. You want to be able to stack your right knee over your right ankle. And then you're kicking back with your left heel. Fingertips on the ground. You can also use blocks or books, lengthening the top of your head away from your heel. Coming up into warrior two. Spin your back heel down and lift your chest. Nice. So first warrior two, you can bend in and out of your front knee a couple of times. Reach your arms away from each other. You want to be able to sink your right knee over your right ankle. And check out your right foot. Make sure it is parallel to your mat. Left foot is about 45 degrees. And then nice and low into your lunge. Stretch your arms away from each other the best you can. Sink it a little bit deeper. Take a big breath. Exhale, side angle. So bring your right arm down and your left arm up. Option to use your elbow on your thigh for a little extra support, or you can press your elbow against your knee for a deeper rotation. You want to lengthen through your fingertips and engage your core a lot so that you're lifted here. Your spine is long, legs are working super hard. Exhale, sit down one more time. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your knee bent and reach your right arm up and back. So you notice that your leg wants to follow your arm. You got to get low into your lunge so you can keep your knee over your ankle. Left hand slides down your back thigh, or you could reach it around for a half bind. Sit low one more time. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two, and then straighten your front leg. Turn towards the side. Heels in, toes out, arms out wide. Inhale your arms up over your head, touch your palms. Exhale, horse, sit low. So take a couple rocks side to side. Feel comfortable in your hips. This is a big posture. If you can, notice if your tailbone is sticking back, you want to roll it underneath you. So imagine that you can stack your head over your shoulders, over your hips. Palms pressed together. Sit low. You might even close your eyes for this one. It's a big one. So you want to try to keep calm in your breath and just really explore those sensations. Sit down one more time. Exhale completely. Nice. Inhale, stretch your arms out, straighten your legs. Now point your toes forward and then reach your arms apart. Full breath in. Exhale, hinge forward at your waist. Coming down easy does it. Chin away from your chest. Fingertips to the floor. You might grab the outside of your feet or your heels and pull. The active posture here is to try to pull your torso through your thighs and touch your forehead to the floor. So you can take that variation, or you can make this a little more passive, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, just allowing your body to dangle. You could interlace your hands behind your head, or find a shoulder opener behind your back. So several options here. Just take something that feels really good. Just allowing the back side of your body to open. And then inversions are also really energizing. So you're kind of allowing your body to re-burst. Bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, slowly rise, coming up tall. Bring your arms up over your head, touch your palms, and then bring your feet together slightly. Pick up your toes, spin on your heels, and face the front of your mat. So you might bring your hands to your hips for this one. You do want to get your hips in one line. So pull your right hip back and your left hip forward. Reaching high, take a full breath in, and as you exhale, round forward. So coming into a forward fold, bring your fingertips to the floor and your forehead to your knee. So you might need to walk your foot up a little bit further. And if you can, bring your fingers back together in prayer, thumbs crossed. You're trying to get some compression in the throat here. So continuously breathing through the nose, even if you're feeling some choking sensation, really getting a nice rounding in the spine. Try to get your exactly forehead on your knee. Bring your hands back together if they've separated. Inhale, slowly rise, coming up. And then bring your hands behind you. Interlace all 10 fingers. Nice tight grip. Punch your fist down into the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, toppling tree. So bring the weight forward into your right foot. Body down, leg up. I'm a little bit too close to the desk. So just bring your body down, your leg up. Slowly allowing your torso to come down towards the ground. Once you're ready, fingertips to the floor, standing splits. And just allow your torso to drape here. You can grab your ankle maybe with one hand or both hands. Try to walk your chest even closer towards your thigh. Just allowing your left leg to kind of kick up naturally. Take an inhale, lift your heel. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg way back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So coming back to your down dog, take a pedal of your knees. Press your chest back. Find some stillness here. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. So we'll build it on the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Make sure your shoulders are even. So roll your left shoulder down. Notice your hips. Flex your heel. And try to kick through your heel. One more big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your left foot between your hands. So take your time to get a nice big step. You want your left knee over your left ankle. You're kicking back with your right heel. Looking down at your mat to lengthen your spine. Imagine top of your head and heel. You're drawing those 2 points away from each other. Exhale completely. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down and lift your chest. You might take a couple moments to bend into your front knee and make sure your feet are in the right place. So left foot is parallel to your mat. Back foot 45 degrees. Sink low into your hips so that your left knee is exactly over your ankle. You're finding your inner thighs. Squeeze those towards each other. So feel nice and strong through your legs. Sit down one more time. Exhale. Inhale, one big breath. Exhale, side angle. Bring your left arm down and your right arm up. Remember, you can use your elbow for support or for a little more torque. Keep your arms extended. Reach your right arm up a lot. Keep your core engaged so that you're lifted here. There's no dumping. Left leg stays bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm up and back. You might need to get back into your lunge so that you can keep your knee over your ankle the best you can. You got to work for the lunge. Full breath in, full breath out. Come back to your warrior two. Arms stretch apart and then straighten your front leg. Turn towards the side. Heels in, toes out. Bring your arms up over your head. Exhale for horse. Sit low. So once again, you can bend your knees, shake your hips a little side to side. Make sure you're in a good place. And then you can bring your elbows towards your side, palms facing up. If you want to bring your hands to your thighs and twist, you can kind of take that motion there. We'll just stay here for a couple of breaths. Just focus your intention. Stay calm. Just building strength. If you are twisting, make sure that you're even. We'll all meet each other in horse pose. Sit low. On your next inhale, straighten your legs. Arms come out wide to the side. Point your toes towards each other. Chest forward and then coming down nice and long with your spine. Fingertips to the ground. Once again, you can do whatever feels good here. So if you want to make this a little more active, try to bring your forehead to the ground. You might take some lunges here if that feels good. Just spend some time with your head below your heart. It's a great way to reverse your circulation and your blood flow. If you were doing something asymmetrical, even out your sides. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise, coming up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, touch your palms, and then toe heel your feet to a little closer distance. Turn to face the front of your mat and adjust your hips. So remember, if you want to use your hands, just make sure your hips are even to each other. Reach your arms up, palms touch, thumbs cross, full breath in. As you exhale, rounding forward. So take your time. This is a compression posture. So if you're feeling a little choking in the throat, that's totally normal. You're going for that. If you need to bend your left knee to get your forehead on your knee, totally great. So the compression in the throat is massaging your thyroid and your parathyroid gland. And you're also opening up the spaces between the vertebrae on the back side, challenging your balance by bringing your hands back together and rounding your spine, really pushing your fingers into the floor so you can round more. Hands come back together if they've separated. Inhale, slowly rising up. Take your time. Bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your hands. Punch your fists down. Lift your chest. And then exhale for toppling tree. So bringing the weight into your left foot. You're allowing the weight of your body to come down so that you can lift your leg up. And then when you're ready, bring your fingertips to the ground for standing splits. I'm just practicing anyway here. So you can actively pull. You could walk your hands back. Just bringing your chest towards your thighs. Just allowing your right leg to fly up. Take a big breath in. Lift your heel. Exhale, low lunge, step back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your left leg high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath. Inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, Ujjayi. Just come on down, have a little break if you want to have a sip of water, or just coming directly into child's pose. I like to cross my hands and put my head on the back of my hands. Or you could reach your arms forward or behind you, so whatever feels good. We're just going to take a moment to ground. So feeling the effects of all of that movement, and just put our bodies through quite a bit. We're going to move through just the warrior postures, and we're going to move with the breath. So this is the more Vinyasa part of the practice. So we've taught our body where we're going. So now it's just time to trust. So don't be so worried about it being perfect. Just allow yourself to really feel your way through it. Let's unite the breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, Ujjayi. Coming back to your downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. And just move through that whole thing, nice and easy. Warrior poses. Inhale your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, reverse warrior, keep your knee bent. Exhale, low lunge, plant your hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick it up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, down dog. We're just going to go one more time and just adding on a little bit. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, side angle pose, or you can practice balancing half moon. So coming to your right leg, kick your left leg high. Whoop. You can use the floor, you can use a block, or bring your hand to your chest. Really kick through your heel, engage your whole left leg. And then slowly bending your front knee, step back. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge, plant your hands. Inhale, three-legged, kick it up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, side angle here, or moving into the balancing posture. So coming onto your left leg, reach your right leg back, flex your foot, kick through your heel, really extend your right arm up. Reverse warrior is next. Bend your front knee, gently step back, inhale, reverse. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, travel to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Make your head heavy, arms heavy. Inhale, slowly rounding up to standing. Easy does it. Take your time. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Hands come together at your chest. Just close down your eyes. I'm just feeling all of that movement, all of that energy bouncing around in your body. You might even notice a gentle sway side to side. Slow down your breath. Easy does it. So one more balancing posture. We have tree pose. I'm just going to turn to face you. You can face whichever way feels best. So once again, with balancing, it's best to keep your gaze focused on one unmoving point. We're going to practice the Vinyasa style tree today. Bring your weight to your left foot. Right sole of your foot to the inside of your left ankle. So rooted tree first. We'll start with the basics. You want to find hip opening. So pushing your leg into your foot and your foot into your leg so you can open up your hip to the side, your right knee to the side. Hands come to your chest. So this is layer one, great place to stay. Or you can bring your foot up to your inner calf, or you can bring it up to your inner thigh. Just make sure you're avoiding your kneecap. Your knee doesn't like to bend to the side. You do want to push your leg and your foot together to create that hip opening. Hands can come to your chest. You can stay right here, or if you want to practice an arm variation, bring your arms up over your head. You can grow your branches in any direction, or half moon variation today. You can bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee, and then as much as you like, stretching over to the right side. So nice big open side body stretch. So we did this in the beginning of practice. Now we're just doing it standing on one leg. Big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly coming out in reverse. Take your time. Arms down. We'll move it to the other side. So bring the weight to your right foot, inner arch of your left foot to your ankle bone. Then starting there with rooted tree. So you want to feel the opening of the hips first. Hands to your chest. Nice and long in your spine. Keep your foot here, or bring it up a little higher to your calf. Or you can bring it up above your knee. Oops. You can bring it up to your calf. Okay. So bringing the weight to your right foot, bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your ankle bone. And then pushing your leg and your foot together to get that opening sensation. You can stay right here, or bring your foot up to your calf, staying there, or even above your knee to your inner thigh. Just avoiding your kneecap and then pushing your leg and your foot together to create that opening sensation of the hips. Keep your chest lifted. Woo! You can stay here or grow your branches, arms up. You can grow your branches in any direction or practice the half moon variation, left arm down and then reaching your right arm up. You're just challenging your balance, adding on the layers, hold on to it, breathe slow, and then gently coming out in reverse. Take your time, foot down, arms by your side. So one more sun salutation, we'll be down on the ground. I'm just going to turn to face the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open your chest. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, crouch and curl. Round your spine. So high up on your toes. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Nice big squeeze. Now hop your feet to the outside edges of your mat for a frog squat. So yogi squat, frog squat. Hands come to your chest. Elbows into your knees. And then notice if your spine is rounding here, try to pull your chest forward away from the rounding in your back. This is a great place to sit on something if you have blocks or books or a cushion. You can even practice this kind of with your seat upright like this. So you're just trying to get some opening in the hips. Try to keep your chest lifted and your spine long. Full breath in. And full breath out. One more nice long inhale. And exhale. Plant your palms on the ground. Step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank pose. And you want to keep everything nice and tight to the body. If you want to lower down onto your knees first, go for it. Shift forward so your shoulders go past your wrists. And then slowly lower down all the way, all the way, all the way to your belly. Take your time. So practicing spine strengthening next. This is a great way to build some core strength on the back side of your body. So starting with Cobra pose, you can keep your feet hip width distance or zip up your legs. Either way, really pressing your feet down into the ground so much that you can feel your kneecaps lift. Exhale your breath, forehead down. Inhale, lift. So peeling your chest up off the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Allow your elbows to come down towards your hips. Your elbows are nice and tight to the body. You're pulling your chest forward, out, and up. Keep pushing your feet down to lift your chest more. Smooth, steady breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. See if you can come up one more set of ribs. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Bring your left cheek to the mat and look over your right shoulder. So I'm going to make a pillow with my hands here, but you can rest your arms by your side or wherever they feel most comfortable. Just allow your belly to soften. Allow your breath to come back to its normal rhythm. Then coming back to center, we'll take bound cobra. Interlace all 10 fingers. Nice tight grip. You want to feel the meaty part of your palm, so the whole fist grip. And then as you push your fist back, taking the bend out of your elbows, you're getting a nice big stretch across the chest. So option to push the feet down, or if you like, you can take the locust variation and lift your legs up. I like to look down at the mat, but if you want to take your gaze up, that will create a little more back bend into the cervical spine. Just kind of what feels best for you. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure your arms are engaged. Inhale, come up one more time. And then exhale, slowly lowering down with control. If you want to cross your hands or just bring your arms by your side, take your gaze over to the left. So right cheek down. And then just letting everything get soft. So you try to engage the muscles and then relax. You're taking your body into kind of some action, some energy, and then you're teaching it to stay calm and to relax. So bring your chin back to center. We'll take half floor bow. Bend your right knee. Grab your right foot from the outside. So option is yours. You can keep your right hand or your right forearm on the ground, left forearm down like this. This will help you stay a little more stable. If you like, you can reach your left arm back and grab, maybe interlacing your grip. So it just depends on what feels best for you today. So go ahead and find your start. And then you want to start to kick into your hand, whether you're holding your foot with one hand or two hands. And allow the kick to lift your chest up off the ground. So your arms aren't doing any work here. Your kick is doing the work. Just make sure nothing painful is happening in the knee. Keep breathing. And then exhale, slowly lower down. We'll do the other side right away. So just straighten your right leg. Bend your left leg. You can either grab your foot with one hand, keep your forearm parallel to the mat, or grab your foot with both hands and interlace your grip. Just depends on what you're going for. And then allow the kick to do the work. So you're allowing your foot to come towards your hands. Your arms aren't pulling. Your kick is doing the work. And you're just feeling the nice opening through the shoulders, the chest. Make sure you're breathing here. And then once again, make sure no pain in the knee. So if you do feel anything there, just kind of backing out of the kick. One more lift. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Stack your hands on top of each other and just bring your forehead to your hands. Allow your head to rest in neutral. Nice full breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Alrighty, hands come underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back. And then come up to the top of your mat for fixed firm. So this posture especially can be a little tricky on the knees. So if you do have knee sensitivity, it can be helpful to sit on something. So if you have blocks or if you have bolsters or pillows, anything to kind of lift your hips up, that just relieves some of the compression off of the knees. So bring your heels out and slide your seat down to the ground. So you want your feet like right next to your hips. If in this position your seat is hovering, just keep your weight forward onto your hands. And then over time, you can slowly kind of gently work your hips back. That compression on the knees can be a lot. So just really taking care of yourself, especially since I can't be there to see you. So pain, just kind of back out. From here, if you can sit nice and tall, just bring your hands to your lap. And then everybody will be different. So the amount of variation for getting into this posture can be really wide. So always just listening to yourself, showing up with the body that you came with today. If you do want to recline, bring your right hand to your right heel, left hand to your left heel, right elbow, left elbow. And then this is as far as I can go for today, but if you're going further, top of your head, back of your head, and then top of your shoulders. And if you're going into the full variation, eventually bringing your arms over your head and grabbing for opposite elbows. So always somewhere to go. If your knees are flying up, then come out of the back bend. Your knees should still be on the ground. You're working your knees towards each other, but if you do need, really fine as well. And just keep breathing. And then slowly coming out in reverse, take your time. We'll release the compression, come into tabletop position. So stack your shoulders over your wrists. Stretch your right leg back, stick your right toes into the ground, and then just shifting the weight forward and back. So releasing the compression on the knee. That should feel like a nice good stretch. And then switching it out. Bring your right knee down, left leg back, stick your toes into the ground, and then just shifting forward and back. Loosening up the tissues, allowing some blood flow, some circulation. And then coming back to tabletop position, sit on your heels. We have half tortoise next. So this requires a lot of core strength and a lot of arm strength. Bring your arms and cross your thumbs. Try to keep your arms and your ears together. Stretch your fingers up, shrug your shoulders down. Belly button to spine, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward at your waist. You're going to try to touch your forehead first. Keep your hands or keep your arms with your ears. Slowly, gently bring your forehead to the ground and then release your body down. So you want to stay active here. Your arms are engaged. Only the knife edge of your pinky fingers into the ground. If you need to lift your hips a little bit, no problem. And then slowly sink your hips back towards your heels. So maximum lengthening on the back side of your body. You're also getting a lot of healthy compression through the abdominal wall. Keep your arms lifted off the mat. So this is not child's pose. This is more active. And then slowly coming out in reverse. Take your time. Relax your arms down by your side. Awesome. So coming into camel pose next, stand on your shins. Bring your knees right underneath your hips. Same thing if you want to measure. It's about 2 fist width distance. And then bring your hands to your lower back. Bring your hands to your lower back. Fingers facing down. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Lift your chest and just allow the weight of your head to fall back. So you can move into this back bend as much as you like. If you want to go for the full expression, grabbing your right hand with your right heel, left hand with your left heel. Make sure you push your stomach, your hips, your thighs forward and lift your chest as you arch your body back. Keep breathing. Make sure you're breathing. And then slowly coming out, take your time. Pausing in hero's pose before we move. So stopping here, sitting on your heels. You might notice some dizzy sensation. You're flipping yourself upside down and backwards. So just allowing things to get settled again. Rabbit pose is next. Grab for your heels. Tuck your chin to your chest and look at your knees. So you want to try to get your forehead to your knees. Round forward like a wheel. And bring the top of your head to the ground. So top of your head. And then if you want to, you can walk your knees slightly up. But you want to keep that nice grip so you can shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Then you're rounding forward like a wheel. So make sure you're taking the pressure off of your neck by pulling on your heels. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Belly button in, round forward one more time. And then coming out in reverse, sit on your heels. Slowly wind yourself up to a nice tall seat. Then shifting the weight to either hip, reach your legs out long in front of you. Right leg comes out, left leg in. Sole of your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Inhale your arms up over your head, center over your right leg, and then round down. So you can take this active variation, interlace your grip below your foot, and then rounding down, trying to get your forehead to your knee. Or you could allow this to be a little more passive. Just kind of allow your body to drape down towards your thigh. So it just depends on what you're going for today. Active or passive, both have really good benefits. And if you need a little bend in your right knee here, no problem. Your hamstrings can get pretty tight. Take another exhale. See if you can sink down just a little deeper. And then inhaling to lift your chest. Falling star. Plant your left hand behind you. Come up onto your left shin. Roll your right foot down and reach your right arm high up and over. So nice big opening after the compression. Go ahead and bring your seat back down to the ground. We'll switch out the legs. Left leg out, right leg in. Get your sit bones even, reach your arms up, and then center over your left leg and round down. Remember, you can make this active, interlacing your grip below your toes and pulling, or a little more passive if you want to just create a nice sense of rounding in the spine, calmness in the breath. Just depends on what you're going for. Try to do the same thing on each side, though. Roll your right shoulder down, even out your shoulders. Slow breaths in and out of the nose. Exhale, coming down just a little deeper. Inhale, lift your chest. Falling star, plant your right hand behind you. Come up onto your right shin. Roll your left foot down, reach your left arm up and back. Nice big open stretch for the left side body. Then slowly coming down, hips to the ground. Bring both of your legs out long in front of you. You might even use your hands to get your seat out of the way. You want to rock your tailbone or your hips forward. Lift your chest, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. So I'm going to make this one more active. Peace fingers around the big toes. You can bend your knees if you like. You're looking for a more long spine here. So not rounding into the forward fold. Trying to lift your chest away from the rounding in your back. And then you're pulling your belly towards your thighs. So you might not come down as much as you would if you were rounding the spine. And if you would like to round the spine, then you're welcome to do that as well. So it just depends on what you like. And just bringing some length into the entire back side of your body. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull. Release what you got. Lift your chest and slide your seat forward. We're coming all the way down to our backs. So we'll take a supine pigeon. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. So option to keep your left foot on the ground. You're already getting some nice opening through the outer hip. If you want a little more, you can bring your legs towards you.
So grabbing behind your hamstring or on top of your shin. You could also just keep your arms beside you and let your legs do the work. Once you have the grip, find the back side of your body. So tuck your chin, lengthen the back of your neck, shrug your shoulders down. Notice if you're pitching to one side or the other. Try to even out your weight. And then as you pull your legs towards you, try to roll your hips down. So you're feeling nice and long on the back side of your body, nice and broad across your shoulders. Now keep your legs like this. Bring your arms out like a cactus. Left foot on the ground. We're going to come into a supine twist. So just take your legs over to the left side of your mat. You can slide your hips a little over to the right. So you want the outside edge of your left thigh and the sole of your right foot on the ground. And then the more you point your right knee towards the front of your mat, the deeper stretch you're going to feel. And then if you want even more, you can turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Or maybe it feels better for you to turn your gaze over your left shoulder. You can also just keep your focus on the ceiling. Whatever you choose, just allow it to be just for a few breaths. So no more fidgeting, just breathing. And slowly come back onto your backside, unwind your legs. Stretch your left leg long, interlace your grip around your right knee, and pull your right knee towards your right shoulder. So half wind removing pose. Trying to avoid your rib cage. Nice compression for the right side, for your knee, your hip, your lower abdominals, and your fingers. So lots of healthy compression here. A little bit of a tuck in your chin to lengthen your spine. Give your knee one more squeeze. And then release your right leg long. Just pausing in Shavasana for a moment. So you can feel the release of the compression. Allow the juices to come back. Plant your feet on the ground. Take your left ankle over your right thigh. Stay here or bring your legs towards you. Interlace your grip behind your hamstring or on top of your shin. Find the back side of your body, lengthening your neck by tucking your chin. Shrug your shoulders down. Make sure your shoulders are even. Pull your legs towards you and then roll your hips down. So you're feeling this nice long spine, even sensation across the whole backside. Notice if there's any sense of gripping or holding here. Try to release, even if it's just slightly. Keep the legs like they are. Release the grip. Bring your arms out to your side. Then drop your legs over to the right side. So outside edge of your right thigh and the sole of your left foot on the ground. And the more you point your right knee away from you, the more stretch you're going to feel to your hip. Then you can look up at the ceiling or over whichever shoulder feels good for you. And then just call it good. Settle in. Just feeling the posture, feeling the twist. Half wind removing pose is next, so come back to your hips. Interlace your hands below your left knee. Reach your right leg long and then pull your left knee towards your left shoulder. Even out the weight across your shoulders. A little bit of a dull, achy sensation is normal, a little bit of a pinch. So you're trying to cut off circulation and blood flow. And when you release, you should feel all that healthy blood flow return. Pull your knee towards your shoulder. Give it one more squeeze. And then release. Just a brief moment to allow the circulation to come back. Then bring both of your knees into your chest. One final squeeze. Bring your arms around your shins. Back of your head to the ground. Tuck your chin to lengthen the back of your neck. So you're trying to squeeze. Lots of compression here. Thank your body for all its hard work. Thank yourself for practicing. And exhale into your final Shavasana. Legs go long. Arms relax beside you. And if you need to take some time to get a little water, if you need to adjust anything to make this more comfortable. So you want to bring yourself into this place of relaxation. This is where your body gets to restore and receive the benefit of your work. Seal practice with a round of breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Just allowing your body to rest here. So I'm going to leave you in this final Shavasana. You can take as long as you like. No rush at all. I recommend you staying for at least a couple of minutes. But if you have the time, take it. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. It's always an honor to guide you. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.